Introversion is not a personality flaw. It is just another operating system, like Android and iOS differs. And many times, in many careers, it is superior to. This is the first statement I tell to every parent who asks me this question about introversion and their kids being introverts. I would also say, research says 70% of the gifted people are introverts. 40% of the top executives are introverts. 4 out of 10 people in the world are introverts, which basically means that they are very common. And many career options are very much related to them and they can shine brightly as well. Another classic myth that people think is like introverts are very shy people, they're antisocial people, they can't communicate, etc. etc. But introversion is not about that. It's about how they recharge themselves. It's not about the ability, but how they get or how they recharge themselves. Introvert basically recharge themselves alone, which have a deep sense of focus. They are active listeners. They spend time alone doesn't mean that they can't communicate better. If that was the case, Mahatma Gandhi, Sachin Tendulkar, APJ Abdul Kalam, Bill Gates, Stephen Spielberg, Mark Zuckerberg, Warren Buffett, all these successful people might not have even existed. Now let's understand what are the superpowers of introverts. First thing is like they have deep focus. All the careers that requires deep focus, deep work, they're very good at it. Now look at the engineering careers. Look at the technical careers. Look at the career that involves you and the computers. They're very good at it. Number two, they're active listeners. When you say, I listen, and active listening basically means they are able to hear what others miss. Many times I have observed that these people whom we call as introverts are the real people who listens. When I mean listening, which basically they listen or they understand what others miss. Third, analytical thinking. See, if you look at the analytical thinking capabilities, those people who are basically we call them introverts are the best people with the analytical mindset and they can solve complex problems. Number four, they are very good at written communication. So even Jeff Bezos in Amazon meetings, he says he always asks the executives to come with a written note of the explanations and they explain it or debate it over the written explanations. Talking about the one of the top companies in the world. In many companies, many areas, on the top executive level, written communication matters a lot. Even in the world of AI, even in the way you can write 10 different ways. But the style you write actually makes you the perfect person. They are very good at writing and communicating. And in the way of analyzing the content, making the content, copywriting, all these areas they might be really good at. Creativity and imagination. You look at the world famous directors or people behind the camera, people who are the real people creating something. In the gaming industry, animation industry, VFX industry, UI UX design, all these areas are very, very, very strong areas for the introvert people. And they can really shine in that too. Because they are the people who imagine a lot, who have a deep sense of creativity, and we can really come up with great ideas. And finally, they are also self-driven and I've observed that they have great work ethics. Many times, since they recharge themselves alone or they get energy from being alone, what happens is like they are very much self-driven. And if you give a problem, they can take it themselves and solve it and do what is required. So, in a way, please do understand and don't have a negative notion towards introverts. So, I always say it's just being another operating system, nothing better, nothing less. If you want a clear guidance on choosing the right career options for them, we can really help you through a scientific assessment, one-on-one counseling, thereby selecting the right career options for them so they can also excel.